Yo, what's up guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video. A little bit late to the party with Necrozma on the channel, but Fict has sent us in not just Necrozma, but something that's going to slay the Necrozma, and that is Pangoro, a spicy picked Fict, a legendary spicy Saturday battler on the channel. This very well could be a spicy Saturday with Pangoro in the Master League, but it's going to be more themed around Pangoro targeting those Necrozma. And one thing in the Go Battle League, if you're struggling to gain elo, sometimes the craziest runs I've ever had are when you are seeing a lot of the same thing in a certain meta or maybe a certain time in a certain league, and you just try to gear towards a team that really targets what you're seeing. So if Fict was seeing a lot of Necrozma and was trying to really target it with that Pangoro, maybe he was able to find some success with it. A pick you certainly don't see often in the Master League, but we're going to see if it works out for him with Origin Palkia as well. A cool looking team, and there's going to be a team switch at some point, he hinted in the submission, but here we go. It's going to be Palkia Origin form facing off against Zygarde here in the lead scenario. This is going to be a crunch throwing after 5 Dragon Tails, so you don't necessarily have to shield, but going to shield it up regardless just to respect that damage. Otherwise, you might get Dragon Tail down. Gonna bait here with the Aqua Tail. Spatial Run would do a lot of damage, so does get the successful bait. Now it's gonna outpace to the Spatial Rend. This would either knock out the Zygarde or draw the second shield, and it knocks out, and just like that, Palkia able to win the switch advantage. This is going to set up, though, a sizable farm down for the Zarude. In comes Pangoro, though. Pangoro is going to take neutral damage from the grass type damage, the Vine Whips, and the Power Up. So going to put up a shield. Doesn't quite reach that same high stat product as well, right? Only 3,200 CP compared to some of these really high CP Pokemon in the Master League. That Power Whip does a lot. Does, though, store 2 moves. Does store 2 moves. That is going to be good here. Although Necrozma is down a shield against this Landorus, so that is not ideal. That Psychic Ghost typing, going to go for the Dark Pulse here. Dark Pulse coming through, connects. And we're going to see another move coming through. The Sandsear Storm is not going to be quite enough to knock out. So this will allow the Necrozma to get off another Dark Pulse. Now, does this grab the shield? Or do they decide to let this go? They're going to let it go. Interesting decision, because this Pangoro has double close combat. Actually going to bait the Night Slash. Interesting play. Baits the Night Slash, gets the shield, has the close combat, gets the boost. Was that the win con? Would close combat have been enough anyway? Bang! Now it's definitely enough. Gets the win. I think might have been enough anyway, so I don't know if that was necessary, but that certainly ensured the win for a little bit of emphasis. Oh my goodness, what a fun win that was to start things off. We see the same lead, but this time the opponent's going to save swap in Lugia and met by Necrozma. Only going to take neutral damage from the Lugia while dishing out super effective ghost type damage. Going to threaten here with the Dark Pulse. More super effective damage. We know how bulky Lugia is, but still going to put up a Protect Shield. Going to respect whatever this charge attack is with a shield, and it is the Aeroblast. So a great shield here. Now you can afford to overfarm a little bit, but not going to bother. Wants to get off this Dark Pulse as soon as possible, maybe before taking a Sky Attack. Dark Pulse going to grab that next shield, and honestly, do you get there before they even get to Aeroblast? This might just be a Sky Attack, which you can actually survive. So going to allow it through. Sky Attack, yeah, does not do that much at all. That did so little. I wonder if that was actually an undercharge or if it just did that little. Crunch coming through is going to knock out and going to save that shield for this Palkia. Spatial Run, super effective move. Pretty strong move coming through. Bang, big damage against the Zygarde. Gonna swap in, get a head start with Pangoro, and this is just a crunch, right? So this is double resisted damage. Not gonna do very much at all. Look at that. Pangoro takes it, no problem. In comes Ho-Oh. A little bit tough here because Night Slash is not the most powerful move in the world, right? So these Night Slashes are not going to be very threatening, but you are going to get to them quickly. And notice how Fict is throwing after 3 Snarls. That is proper timing. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if you live 2 more Incinerate, so you might have to throw after 1 here. And that is... Oh, he's going to throw after 2? Okay, that's fine. Going to throw after 2 to play it safe. Maybe close combat would have done more raw damage, but that's fine. Has the Aqua Tail banked, and after the chip damage from the Pangoro, Aqua Tail will be enough to knock out Ho-Oh. Still, there is the Lugia, though. Can you get there? Yes, you can. And I think the Aqua Tail should be enough at this low of health range to knock out Lugia. G to the G. Really a full team effort there. Each member of the team had to put in a lot of work to win that battle. That was a great game. Palkia versus Ho-Oh. Great lead for Palkia. Going to double resist Incinerate. And Ho-Oh's actually staying in, so this may signify that the opponent is double weak to the Palkia here. Going to go straight for this Aqua Tail. No messing about. Super effective Aqua Tail connects. Ho-Oh's going to get off a move here. Probably a Brave Bird, and then maybe they dip out. There is the Brave Bird. Grabs the shield advantage, then goes into Dialga. Dialga's so good up a shield, so that makes a lot of sense. They get the shield advantage. They swap Dialga. In comes Necrozma. That looked like it might have been a charge attack party. Maybe not. Dark Pulse coming through. Grabs a shield. Yep, it was a charge attack priority. And this is going to connect on the Iron Head. Do you reach the Dark Pulse? Just barely gets there before going down. That is huge. That is absolutely massive. Dark Pulse connects. Oh, and they actually threw energy, so a bit of a mistake by the opponent here. Not sure why. It was already revealed they lost charge attack priority, right? So I'm not sure why the opponent thought to throw their energy there. Just a bit of a misplay. This gives the Pangoro a big snarl down. And we see Ho-Oh come back. Going to swap in Palkia. And is going straight for the Spatial Rend here. Probably don't get to 2 moves anyway. So might as well go for it. Gets the shield. And yeah, you see they didn't reach the Aqua Tail. So even if you baited, wouldn't have got to another one anyway. And now double Night Slash might be enough. Or maybe you go for like the close combat and then get to a Night Slash against... Oh, you got double anyway. This should knock out. Close combat's such a strong move. Pangoro, despite its lack of CP, has the double CC. Went for CC and then changed mine to Night Slash. But once again, I'm pretty sure it gets the unnecessary boost. It's always the unnecessary boost. I would think close combat, just being such a strong move, would do more raw damage there than the Night Slash. All right, and here we go. Finally, Pangoro gets aligned with Necrozma, going to absolutely wall this thing with that dark typing. And we get a free Snarl through as well. Going to put up a shield, probably because of that. Oh, the Sunsteel Strike. That's right. That is a super powerful move. It is the same stats as the Moongeist Beam. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing any of these things right. Gonna put up another shield here. And might farm all the way down, because it takes a while to get to that. Do you get the full farm down? Oh no, dude. Oh no, dude. Pangoro. Don't do it to him, bro. Pangoro. Okay. Gonna get off another close combat here. Double super effective damage. Fighting against Rock Dark. Bang! One-shots Tyranitar. Oh my gosh. And that is a G to the G. Holy cow. And then here comes the team switch. Actually going to swap in Ho-Oh in the back to close things out instead of the Necrozma. We don't have the team graphic change, but that's all right. Palkia, mirror match here. Going to bait the Aqua Tail. Going to respect a potential Spatial Rend here. And it does shield it correctly. Now, if the opponent calls this a little bit awkward because you're going to get really low, and this obviously won't do very much to them. They do shield, however. So just going to fire it off. And the opponent, either it was like, yeah, they're just going to let it go. Yeah, they elected not to throw. Interesting. They elected not to throw. They get a head start with Lando, so that's a little bit awkward. Yeah, that's actually smart. The opponent may have been thinking, right, Palkia might have been their best Lando answer. So the opponent now having a head start with Lando definitely makes this uncomfortable. Going to go for the Brave Bird here. And then we may see a dip if they shield into the Pangoro. I'm going to do one Incinerate. Oh, unfortunately, this Stone Edge is definitely going to knock out, especially after the Brave Bird debuff. Yeah, so this looks like a lot of work for Pangoro. Needs some help with maybe a boost here to have a chance. I think we need a boost. Come on, necessary boost, please. Necessary boost. We got the necessary boost. Is there something we can close combat in the back? Maybe a Dialga. Maybe a... Oh, all right, Necrozma. Okay. Go for the Night Slash. We've got the double Night Slash, I think. Are we at the double Night Slash? Pangoro. Looking so... Oh, and it just straight up knocks out. The one Night Slash knocks out after the boost. I thought you were still going to need two. Are you joking me, Pangoro? Are you joking me, bro? Unbelievable. Unbelievable scenes. Here we go. We got Palkia going for the Aqua Tail here against Necrozma. And we're going to see a charge attack coming through here. Dark Pulse going to get shielded. Going to fire off another Aqua Tail before they potentially reach another Dark Pulse. And we are going to see a shield come up. Do they get there? Yes, they do. But going to let this go. Does Palkia hang on? Definitely not to a Moon Geist Beam. That does so much damage. Going to snarl down here. Gets a slight head start. And what's going to come in? Oh, wow. Incineroar. That is not the best answer. That is not the best answer to Pangoro. They are very weak to Pangoro. Holy cow. If this is what they're coming in with. Blast Burn gets shielded. It's a nice shield. Overfarms a lot here. I want to say Incineroar is still one off. Blast Burn. Oh, connects. And then catches an attack onto Ho. I think the opponent might have been able to bank that energy, but they may have panicked a little bit. And Melmetal comes in. Unfortunately, Melmetal is going to take a lot of Incinerate damage here. And has to fire off this Rock Slide relatively quickly. Does Rock Slide knock out? It doesn't knock out. Ho-Oh barely hangs on. Look at Ho-Oh yelling out. Ho-Oh is fired up. Has the close combat. Look at the comfortable energy management. Understanding that you could actually do one more Snarl. Pretty savage. Or also perhaps Ficht understanding that even a superpower wouldn't one-shot from that range. So is comfortable overfarming a little. And a G to the G. Good lead here for Palkia. Has another answer with the Pangoro. So this is really solid. In comes Mewtwo. And like normally you would swap in the dark type, right? But you're also a fighting type. So I guess it's like good, but it's not like you totally wall it. Also Mewtwo could have like Focus Blast, which could get awkward. So just going to stay in. Because I think if you're Ficht, you're thinking, if I can just win this matchup and align Pangoro with... if I can just win this matchup and align Pangoro with Giratina, I'm chilling. So maybe that's what Ficht is thinking. Aqua Tail coming through here. And yeah, you just win the alignment. So this is nice. The opponent might be thinking, all right, I'm getting rid of Palkia here, so now my Giratina might be more free. But no, Pangoro's about to come in here and completely wall off this energy. Oh my gosh. They just surrender. They had no answer. No answer to the Pangoro. Unbelievable. Next opponent, and this might be the last battle of the video. Here's Mewtwo in the lead. Neutral matchup. Mewtwo, of course, will outpace slightly to the Size Strike, which is quite threatening. Such a strong neutral move. Gonna build up the Spatial Rend, bait the Aqua Tail. I like this play. It's hard for Mewtwo to let this go, so gets the shield. Knowing that Spatial Rend would just completely knock it out. Mewtwo, the Purified Mewtwo, by the way, gonna fire off Size Strike. Connects. In comes Dialga. Nice patience, not firing off the Aqua Tail. Saving that energy could be useful for later. Comes in with Ho-Oh as opposed to the Pangoro. Could be a little bit awkward, right? Since the Snarls don't do that much. Don't know if close combat would like be enough to really one-shot Dialga with a minimal Snarl damage. Gets in a free Incinerate. That's really nice. Gonna fire off, or gonna put up a shield rather. Gets in another sneak. This is only an Iron Head too, so you can actually take this. Not going to do that much and might be able to get the farm down. It's close. Gets the farm down. I think you instant Brave Bird here. Mewtwo wisely throws off a move. I like this play by the opponent because you have 100 energy on Ho-Oh. So all that energy kind of goes to waste. But now comes Pangoro. And Pangoro fires off the move. Mewtwo, I think, got greedy. I feel like Mewtwo had energy there. But maybe didn't realize that Pangoro gets there in 3 Snarls. Maybe he thought Pangoro gets there in 4. And now you close combat. Could even swap to clear the debuff if you want. Swap. Clear the debuff, get to the spatial rend, and just some very clean gameplay from Ficht in this one. Love the way he played this final game of the video. And very entertaining stuff. I see the Necrozma form in the graphic is the different one, so apologies about that. I'm sure there'll be some comments, but I hope you guys enjoyed the entertaining video. Those are some pretty cool battles from Ficht. Pangoro in the Master League, unbelievable, and actually put in a lot of work. So thank you very much, my man, for the cool submission. If you guys enjoyed this content, feel free to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, comment down below. All comments are appreciated. And all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.